Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Wayne, the Money Man C, and we're coming to you live and direct. Just want to get into a series of questions just to continue what we were debating. The next question that we have is clients always ask, what's the difference between personal guarantee and non-personal guarantee? And the difference is this: personal guarantee is pretty much a guarantee based on your personal credit score. You receive business funding based on your credit score. And if you fit the requirements, then pretty much you will be the one actually getting the funding up to $50,000 to $100,000 in personal guarantee. And if you default on the business credit, then it does affect your personal credit because you're actually responsible. Whereas a non-personal guarantee, you would have to go through the long process of 6 to 12 months. You will have to build up your paydex score to get it to 80, which is top tier number. You have to go through other merchants such as Quill, Home Depot, and build that up for about 6 to 12 months. And that's pretty much the difference between the two. The pros and cons is this: both business funding processes do not show on your personal credit. If you default on the personal guarantee, it will show. That's why we always specify to use these fundings for business purposes or income producing purposes. That way you don't have to worry about any backlash or defaulting or anything similar to that nature. And like I said, it also takes about 7 to 14 days for you to get the funding. Whereas going through a non-personal guarantee can take 6 to 12 months. And those are the difference between the two. Another question is how to increase the amount on business funding. The way you can increase the amount on business funding, you have two ways. One way is pretty much after 3 to 6 months, you've been paying off your business credit, you've been moving smoothly, you've been doing your due diligence, your business is up and running, call the credit card companies and ask them for a credit increase. And be very, very, very specific. Generally with me, if I know I received $10,000 on my business credit, I would normally call up and say, hey, I need an additional $6,000, which is pretty much 60% of what I started out with. And I asked them, hey, I need about $6,000 for working capital purposes. And with working capital purposes, they may ask you a couple of questions. Some companies don't ask you questions. They just put it in, and they see that after 3 to 6 months, you have been very diligent and proactive at what you've been doing, and they'll give you that increase. Now, some companies may reject you. That doesn't mean you stop. What you need to do is call again, actually speak to a supervisor, and try it again. And if that supervisor tells you no, keep going until you get that person that is going to move and shake for you. Because this is business, this is entrepreneurship. We are accustomed to hearing no all the time. And because we're accustomed to hearing no, we have to develop a thick coat of skin. I remember when I first started, when I first got my funding, you know, I received a lot of no's before. And it wasn't just for business funding, it was for other business ventures that I was trying to do. And while I was trying to do that, yeah, they kept telling me no, but I didn't allow that to stop me. I just kept going on and on and on and on. I literally be on the phone for about an hour just to get that yes, because you gotta ask yourself that question. What is most important to you? Your feelings or getting the job done? For me, it was always about getting the job done. So no matter how many no's I received, I pretty much looked at it like, hey, I started off with a no prior to me calling. The only thing I can do is get a yes. So that's a way that you can actually increase. Another way you can increase business credit is within 3 to 6 months, reapply for business credit. Open up a brand new LLC or C Corp and apply through the process all over again. So now that you may have started 3 to 6 months prior, you may have received $40,000 to $50,000 in business funding. And you may say, you know what? I'm ready to take it to the next level. I need another $30,000 or $30,000. I need another $40,000. Go through the process again. Once you go through the process again, you get approved, you get another amount of funding. You can take that new amount of funding, combine it with the old amount of funding, and then move forward on your business venture. Because we do see this with a lot of people, especially with myself. The bigger your business goes, the more capital you need. And everyone knows capital is pretty much the blood flow of your business. If your business is the body, the blood is definitely the funding. And the worst thing you can do is when you're in the middle of a project, run out of funding, which we see a lot of times. So that's why we suggest, hey man, if you're running low and you need funding, reapply in 3 to 6 months. A third strategy I would suggest is if you have a business partner or someone very trusted, you can actually set up a business deal with them and say, hey, listen, I already received business funding. I have $50,000. You can see the product that I actually created or invested in. It's bringing in a return. I would like for you to come on as a partner. But as a partner, I need you to come on as a financial partner. So your job is to provide the funding, and my job is to do the work. You can either split it 50-50 or whatever strategies you may have to actually push to that next level with your business. That's between you and your partner. But once you actually have that strategy down pat, your partner may say, hey, he or she does not have the funding. That's when you go through the process of business credit. And once you inform them about business credit and how they can get business funding, if they do qualify, which you want a qualified partner anyway, you can have them go through the process, and that's another way for you to get funding. So these are just different strategies and different tips on how you can increase your credit or increase the funding that you receive to go to that next level. There's several different strategies. Those are just 2 or 3 that I thought about off the top of my head. It's pretty much up to you on how you want to take it to the next level. Guys, let us know what you think. Leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe for more videos like this.